Good evening.
Evening. Evening all. How you doing, Bassett? How you doing, matey?
I'm good, man.
Good.
You know me. I'm good.
Sweet. So,
Take a deep breath before you do that.
I always say that and I could forget what I was about to say. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to another Thursday night live stream with host Dark Liking 81 Bass. To the left or right, I work it out one day, but not this week. And me, daveworldtoys, Dave Watson. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to both our channels. Also, I'll be doing Sunday night live chats on my channel as well. Don't forget to share these videos around with your friends and googlies and ganglies. And don't forget to like the toys, comment, and subscribe. Well, Baz, it's another Thursday night, Thursday live stream. What's new in the world of Dark Liking 81?
Not much. Just glad that it's now the end of the week. I can enjoy the weekend.
Sweet. I heard some good news today from your end, Bass. Your school kids are broke up.
Oh, yes. I get 2 weeks of peace and quiet.
Or 2 weeks of nightmare. We don't know which.
No nephew to come and say, can you get me this? Can you buy me that? Can I borrow this? Can I borrow that?
Can I take the Chewbacca off your shelf again? Yeah, why not? You know, yeah, why?
I've had to be honest with you, I've had to put that thing under lock and key. Okay, disappearing.
Crazy. But if it's your first time here to Thursday night live streams with me, daveworldtoys and Dark Liking 81, don't forget to say hello. It's first time here, and there you go. Normally, the rant and ramble starts from the right at the beginning, like the intros. You also got like first 10 minutes of jibber jabber, like the jibber jabbers we are. Then we show and tell for the past week what toys we got in and bits and pieces. That normally takes us up to about quarter. Then we have a final rant and rabble with a couple of questions. There you go. And then basically, for the last half hour of the show, we always choose two subjects near and dear to our hearts, or Battle of the Toys, just me and Baz to talk about the toy sections that we love for 10 minutes each. Tonight's subject is virtually robots versus robots, but it's 1988 Voltron series for the cartoons versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Dino Charge?
Yeah.
Dino Charge. So if you want to see, that's roughly coming from round about the 9 o'clock. So if you did want to skip forward, if you are watching this non-live, that's what roughly comes up in the next hour and a half. If you want to shout out, all you need to do is say hello, or goodbye. Leave a comment, and we'll try and read it out. If Baz don't get many comments, we'll still read them out anyway. So, Baz.
Yes, Dave. Well, there's one thing I want to say first before we go in. Congratulations.
On what?
On 1,000 subs.
Thank you. Well, to celebrate the 1,000 subs and almost 3 years doing YouTube in a row, never missing a day, doing 2 to 3, 4 videos per day, which is still ouch, but there you go. I have got my Sunday night live toy chat this Sunday night from 9 o'clock. I have also got a Monday night live toy chat. And then I have a special Tuesday night live toy chat. But then also to celebrate 3 years in the making of Dave World Toys and to celebrate 1,000 subs, I am doing a half hour to 45-minute special next Wednesday from about 8 o'clock on my channel. So technically from Sunday to Wednesday, I am doing live with a special collector each day and a special on Wednesday to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. 3 years to the date on YouTube, which is next Wednesday. So we've got 3 mega special days. So there you go. So it'll be interesting for those sort of days. So yes. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 different toy chat lives I'm doing with special people. Baz already knows the Sunday one, which is a famous guy. He's actually doing a toy live stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday already. So don't ask.
Hey, Connor.
So con. Ronaldo! It's Mr. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo might like the Power Ranger section, plus Voltron. I know Ronaldo likes his Zords.
Love it.
And just congratulations you on your 1,000 subscribers.
There you go. I thought I'd join with Baz as well. Baz might be on the stream next Wednesday if he's home in time. Just to say thanks to Baz for helping me out get to my live streams, bits and pieces for the last 3 years and a bit or whatever. I can't remember.
Is Connor one of those guests?
No. Well, technically, you have. Well, I'll give you one away at the moment. Shabby is on mine Sunday night, 9 till 10 p.m. on Sunday. Monday, I'm still waiting to the guy 100% confirmed, but it has been on my channel and Baz's Thursday night live stream, but never on my channel. And then on Tuesday, I have a brand new guest that's not appeared on either of our channels before. And he's like a big mega collector as well. So you're going to need to wait and see for Tuesdays. He's a mega collector. And, so there you go. And then Wednesday, you just need to wait and see to see what actually happens on the 3-year anniversary with a few bits and pieces. But thank you, everyone, for everything else. Ronaldo, Lobot, as soon as I get through, you can come on a Sunday night live toy chat, or if you're through on a Thursday, hit Baz up. We'll get you on a Thursday night as well.
Nothing worse than a dribbler.
There you go.
I've seen Lobot's comment. Nothing worse than a dribbler.
We dribble all the time, mate, sure. But anyway, Baz, congratulations on doing last Thursday and Friday on live YouTube last week. You was on Stu Universal Toy Collectors last week, were you not, on the Friday?
I was. It was good.
For an hour and 15 minutes rambling about stuff and bits. That was pretty damn good to watch. I was like two brothers from another mother, you could say, but that's all I'm going to leave it there. I would say two pony collectors, but the chat might go wild, but there you go.
No, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was really good.
Oh, Baz, just to say I am supporting Team Voltron tonight. I have my Team Voltron first VoltCon t-shirt on. Yes, they do a Voltron convention in America. So there you go. Just saying for later.
I didn't know that.
It's been going since 2019. 19th and 20th of October 2019 was the first show. And it's virtually every year since a couple of pandemic years. He's been in Indianapolis, Indiana. Simon, sorry. So yes, at some point I'd like to get the fully figures on and a few other bits on, but it's just fitting people on bits. I know the guy on Tuesday cannot do Sundays. He's always doing something else. And I thought I'd get him on it was an off chance I did it. I did make quite a few other people, but a few people said they got things on, working on things for next weekend, other stuff like that. But it's one of the things.
You need to get the two of them on at the same time, so you'll need to get Connor and Brian on at the same time.
No, individual. I know it's like the Brian action figures Tuesday night on Irish guys on the Tuesday, but I guess he's 9 till 10 p.m. It's the only time he could do. I tried to get him on a Sunday or the Monday or another night, but it's the only night he could have done for me. So we will give shout. We give shout out. I always give mentions on my channel to like the ZSR guys, the Toy Divisions, every weeknight chats, including Dark Like in 81. This guy to the left, right, forward, back.
I've heard a load of stories about this guy.
You might know him, Baz, but you've never had him on the channel.
I don't think I want him on the channel.
Oh, you don't know who he is yet, then? I'll just hopefully nothing else comes up and crops up. Cross my fingers. If not, there might be a guy to my left or the right coming on Tuesday as well. So, in case this guy can't make it, but we've got other things coming up and planned for my 4th year on YouTube. But we'll see more of that on Wednesday. So there you go.
It's just the culture of cash version tonight. It's religious. You received your print of Spider-Man that I won on Brian. Oh, nice.
But there you go. We can't help it and that sort of stuff. Technically, I might be doing a Wednesday night Warzone as well with our friends Toy Division on Wednesday. I haven't fully decided yet. We'll see how it goes.
So that's where I get that reference for.
Well, technically, it's Monday Night War back in the day. Because come on, Baz, it's WrestleMania weekend this weekend.
I know it's going to be an interesting one this year.
It is. So technically, we can't do the Monday Night Warzone, but we can do Wednesday, because I know last Wednesday there was 2 big YouTubers on at the same time with the Toy Division guys, and they said it's like Wednesday Night War. And I was like, yeah, we'll see. We can't guarantee, but we'll see what goes.
Oh, definitely.
If things clash, If I only get one person viewing, that's all I care about. That's myself. If I get 2 on, Baz might jump on. We ain't got a clue. We might have sight, all the rest of the people, but there you
go. That's the thing. Anybody will jump on if you give them plenty of notice.
Yep.
Sai will jump on.
No, Sai's actually preparing for his long weekend away. For next weekend for the Star Wars celebration, that little thing in the background. But no, we'll get Sai on at some point in the future. Do you want to talk about artwork and how artwork influences now, even today, the toy guys in the world of history? And I know he's got a good Lego collection and a few other bits in his collection.
Yeah, he's also started a really strange collection as well.
Yeah, pink dolls, pink and yellow dolls, is it, Baz? Or My Little Ponies, is it? That's the one. That's it, My Little Ponies for Sai. Hashtag Sai for Pony.
I don't think Sai's the kind of person that would buy ponies like. Oh,
yes, he would, trust me. He buys pink toys for his missus, so I'm not saying nothing. But shout out to Simon, full of figures, Mr. Ronaldo, and everyone else in the chat. Hello. Welcome to the Thursday night live stream. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, we've also got Jonathan as well. Don't forget Jonathan.
I forgot about John. I know there's a few other people in the chat, but there you go. Thank you again for watching us on this weird Thursday night. Come on in, Bazzatron 2000. Are you going first, second, or last?
I think I'll go second this time. I think we'll put you on the big...
Me. Woohoo! Well, hello. There's my details. There you go. So, right, and eBay purchase to start with, as you do. From the Batman, right down size aisle. From the Batman series, the Batman animated series. Okay, and the Batmobile. I haven't tested the electronics. It only came in literally today. And it's got the fire action. I know it does have lights and sounds. The last one I spotted in a Toy Fair toy shop was £26. I wasn't paying it. I was the only person on eBay that won it at £1 or 99 pence with actually £2.95 postage. So the time you put postage on eBay fees, thank you to the seller, because you probably lost some money, but that will go on a display on something working on at some point. But there you go. So there's the eBay purchase. Anyone probably knew it was the birthday week before, so I splurged on a few little figures, or little toy haul, I should say. I'm not going to say 27 boxes, but, it's 27 boxes. First things first, to go with Simon and his Batman stuff. Beast Kingdom little figure. Beast Kingdom did these little Batmobiles. And on the back of the set, there is like 7 to collect. The only good thing with these guys is when you see on the front of the box, the car is actually the same size as virtually of the box. And they're all pull back actions. So you got like the Batman tumbler.
Yeah, it's quite cool, man.
You have the Batman animated series, which is one of the Batman animated series I like from the 90s. Is it the Michael Keaton nipple series?
Oh, that's Batman Forever.
Yep.
Yes.
Then you have coming out very soon in The Flash. No spoilers, but you've got Michael Keaton's. And just to finish it off, you have the Batman versus Superman one. There are 2 more in the series, which I know I can get one more, which is the Kevin Costner one, or Val Kilmer, Batman Bale, and the other one is the 66. And just in case Baz did ask me, that's your scale to your car vehicle, which are a bit smaller. But like if you look at it from the top woods, they're about the same. But just in case you do collect Hot Wheel cars, they're a bit smaller, but a bit chunkier. And there you go. So there's the Batmobiles. Baz showed these off last week, and I had to get myself not a full set, but Masters Universe Netflix series, the minifigures I absolutely love. You got Skeletor, He-Man.
I'm assuming you couldn't get Evil in then. I'm assuming they must.
Evelyn completely sold out, but I will double check at some point, just in case you want to see how big the figures were off card. There you go. There's the detail, and there's one carded, one loose. They're quite detailed, and you do get yourself a little Chetlo poster, mini poster, with little figures on the back to show you what's in the wave, and also the Revelations wave, and the little poster. So there's that one. Then, if you're going the next scale figures up, you have, if you like your Playmates toys, you have your Playmates Bend Power Player figures, mystery minifigures. And then you got the teddy bear with his good face opening, with his scary face. You have Solo Bot, which is an evil guy who's never got released in a big toy. You had Madcap, the evil emperor of the series. You have the wrestler, Masco, talking about wrestling the weekend.
Masco.
And then basically there's 2 versions of Axel, the main hero. You got winged one, and you have the sword version. By the look of it, that's all they had in stock. I do all the 7 figures. Weirdly enough, they gave me 6 different ones, so I can't complain about the company.
Just to continue, Jonathan's asking Dave, how many of those little Batmobiles could you fit on a 30-foot table?
Well, they're only that big, so I wouldn't like to guess. Take a guess, Pass. I could probably build a Batmobile out of it. Then, going on to Mattel Company, we have Buzz Lightyear, because I got the ship for my birthday. I just needed a Buzz figure from the new Buzz film, which is actually quite good and decent. So there you go.
Yeah, they're all right. Like, 'cause I've got that Buzz.
Buzz. Then I already had one, but where the price is right and that sort of stuff. League of Legends. I like the evil guy because he can fit in a lot more stuff I collect. I really like that guy and bits. He was really good. And then
did you buy another one? Because I know you already picked that guy up. Did you buy another? Oh, Dave, your mic's went. Oh. There you go. You're back.
Am I back?
You're back.
Okay. What did I miss? I don't care. You.
Yeah.
Then, to celebrate the DC side of me, you have Black Adam, Atom, small scale. You have the Hawkman.
Oh, that's quite cool.
A bit. And then you have Dwayne the Rock Johnson for the Wrestling the Weekend, Black Adam himself.
I know the camera don't probably pick up, but does that actually look like The Rock?
It almost looks like, the one out of Leonard's set, Baz.
Yeah.
When you see the Rock's head. But for likeness, he looks like that one out of the, know. So, but there you go. So I ordered 3 of them, and they're all different. And then, just to finish off, I like turtle figures. Everyone else don't, but I got 2 different versions of Donatello from Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which are stamps, which are the full carded versions, which are weird.
I don't understand that. It's like those cards are huge. Man, look at the plastic that they've used.
I know. Then you've got Raphael. You have Leonardo. And then, just to finish off, you got Foot Lieutenant, and they're all stamps. And then everyone's favourite character, but not in this series, Abel O'Neill.
Nice.
So that was my 27-foot toy haul. So I've roughly got 27 items in. So there you go. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm still working out everything, but there you go. We're all still learning after 3 years of YouTubing.
Was there another thing? I collect those 4-inch DC Spin Master figures. Oh, they're cool, right?
The good thing about like them, Baz, that I have got a first edition on the bottom as well.
I think the majority of the Spin Master ones, I think they all say that, apart from the newer waves.
The only thing different is it's like the foreign country on the back of the card. That's it. So, but I don't think we actually got them in the UK, did we, Baz, at all? Many shops.
I've never seen those ones. The only ones I've seen in the shops is the Batman.
Yeah.
That's the only ones I've seen. I've never didn't know they actually did the only Black Adam stuff that I've seen is either the DC Multiverse or the big 14-inch talking one.
Yeah, the McFarlane, yeah. The problem is, Buzz, when I went to America, I know I've seen them all in America, including the ship and everything else. And I actually watched the movie in the cinema in Chicago. So, but there you go. So that's my 27-foot toy haul.
So
there you go.
2 minutes, my time.
Boo!
Well, the first thing I'll show off, and it's for showing you off, but I managed to find one in a charity shop.
Sly.
You maybe started someday because I might have to get more of these. I didn't actually realise how well detailed these things actually are.
Yeah, those have got the ball jointed arm ones, which are the better one. The green one I got last week wasn't as better articulated than that one.
Yeah, good thing. It's also got a
$1 million question is, Baz, would you pay the $17.99 retail for the thing?
I actually don't know. Looking at it, I would probably say no, but I know there is a lot of decent ones out there, so it depends. Depends on. It depends on if you. It's like we've always said. When it comes to spending money on certain things, it depends on what you're willing to pay.
Yeah.
If you're willing to pay the 17 quid for it, then pay the 17 quid for it. But if you're not willing to pay it, then kind of leave it and see if they go down in price.
Yeah. Technically, they don't go in price that much. They do occasionally, but the problem with the Slade company, there's like 4 sets of figures, 4 in the tribes again, or 5, and it's like 100 quid a set every 3 to 6 months, which is not bad. Better than obviously.
Just kind of going on what you'd done a couple of weeks ago with the Gourmet, I managed to find some of these articulated 2-inch ones.
Nice.
The weekend. So Mr. Bugface.
Greeny.
We've got Angry Guy. Quite like this one. It's like a mix between a Fumin Bull and a Pussycat.
Pussycat.
A Pussycat.
Buddy cat.
And then there was also this guy. Mr. Smiley. What wave are these actually, Dave? Or what series are these?
I think it's one of the like 2010 ones, 2012 later ones. It could almost be that Smash X series, similar to another. I'll need to double check.
You can take like the arms and that off and mix and match and turn them into other things. But I mean, I only ever had one of these, so now I've got quite a few.
I think it was called the Snap X series, Baz, where you could build. They give you like like the Fortnite with the building piece. You build your own bits up. I think it was that series, but I'm not 100%.
And then everybody knows me, but I found another bag of figures for 2 quid. And the only reason I bought this is because there was one figure in it that I've already got, but I was wanting to get them loose.
Custom?
No, for a custom, just a thingy. So the figure that was in it, and I'm quite surprised that I've seen this in the chat shop already, even though I've seen a couple of the other versions, but I found the Scareglow. So now I have a loose one.
Loosey goosey.
The only reason I picked this up because it did have Power Rangers in it. To add to the collection.
Crazy.
You have SPD Green.
Green.
We have one of the Thunder Brothers. I think that does this still work?
Yeah.
This? Oh,
yeah.
Quite surprised.
Yeah. Headlights up.
Headlights it. And then we have the Wild Force Yellow.
15-year-old figure, Bass.
We have what was says
Ninja Storm.
Ninja Storm. We have the Governor from Walking Dead.
Arm chopped off, but there you go.
We have I believe this is Fortnite. I need to double check.
Yeah, it is.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm kind of saying is that these are new ones. This is one of the newer ones.
Hasbro.
These are actually that's one of the Hasbro ones. So I can't believe these are hitting charity shops already, man. We have the blue one to go with the red one.
Good body shape at the top.
We have a couple of Ninja
Steel.
We have pink and white. We've got my favourite RPM Blue Ranger, aka I am Scottish. There's a modern court figure in here. The only other reason I kind of bought this bag was I had a excuse my French, but I had a shitload of these when I was a kid.
And you still are a kid, Baz.
But it's the original lanyard prop figures.
Yes.
So I have Mr. Scuba Diver.
Shout out to Scuba coming out to the UK on Friday.
We have Mr. Green Scooby. We have some weird guy with tank treads for boots. We have Karate Kid. Don't know what you would call him, Mr. Beardy.
Something out of Predator.
This is one of the. This is for 2000. So I just noticed the film and marking them.
Pilot.
These they must have made these. They must have made these up until 2000 and changed the mold to the other ones, Dave. Then.
Yeah.
Then we have Mr. No Thumbs.
Classic.
And then we have Mr. Punk Rocker.
Punk. Do the punk.
Right, so the only reason I bought that bag was for this guy.
Skelly.
I'm not too fussed about the Power Ranger stuff, but the Power Ranger stuff's a bonus. Making sure I'm not putting any there. And the other thing that I got was this. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or no, but
Yeah.
The only reason I bought this is because it's in scale with the 6-inch figures.
So I know Baz is going to play tonight when he gets bored in the series. Yep.
So I'm going to try and do some photo photography with figures playing with their toys.
Nice one.
Just double check. Yeah, that's everything I got.
Did you pick up some turtle figures the other day from the car boot as well, charity shop?
Oh, I did, aye. Completely forgot about them.
While Bazza disappears for 30 seconds, like he normally does, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to put in the chat your favourite toy you've seen, which toy you'd pick up, which toy you'd leave behind.
I did double check, make sure I had everything before I started, but talking about Biker Mice, I found another Mudo.
Nice.
Fortunately, he's missing his wrist cannon, but
If you want to see more of that Biker Mice, I've done the last 2 days of videos of Biker Mice from Mars.
I think I've already got this guy, Dave, but I might know somebody that might want this.
Mention that little paddy one you don't see for 2 weeks.
No, somebody else. Got a rock steady, weird looking one. Of myth. Well, okay, I'll show the Shreedies off because they're all the same character, just different version. So,
go on in, Baz. Which is which then? You've got a 1988, you got a 2012, you got a 2018.
That's the original one.
Soft head or hard head?
It's a fortunate. Actually, there's a wee bit. I don't see when you talk about soft heads, Dave. I don't know what you mean, but there is a little bit give on the head on this, so I don't know if it is a soft head one or not.
Okay, to be determined. Okay, but he's 1988.
They're meant to be really soft or just squishy, but man, I can actually bend it. That's for the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
2019.
And then that's your 2012, I think it's.
Nickelodeon is 2012.
And then still going on the Turtle Fames, we have a Foot Soldier.
2012.
Yeah, that's a 2012. And then everybody's favourite live action Bebop.
Not bad with purple hair instead of pink. Not bad.
And then the last one is Superman's dad.
Nice.
I think I've actually, to be honest with you, I think I've actually. You know, it's what the weird thing about it is that you pick stuff up, and it's not until you get home you think, I think I've got that already.
The price, if it's at the right price, you'll pick it up no matter what.
Well, to be honest with you, these it was free for £1, Dave. 50 pence each or free for £1 at the charity shop. So I just grabbed what I.
I would have grabbed the whole lot, but there you go. Nice one, Baz.
I did leave some stuff. No point in me taking everything.
So the dying question is, Baz, a nice skeleton mug, but where'd you get your Batman t-shirt from?
Primark.
You gonna show it off, or you just gonna? Nice one, Primark.
That's where I get all my t-shirts from. Oh, that's everything, man.
So once again, Baz, while you're actually catching up with the chat, I want to ask you the same question: your best and one you could have left behind item.
Hey, Brian. To be honest with you, the best one I would have to say is Skirgle.
So the whole bag for £2 is your best find, yeah?
Ones I could probably leave behind would probably be the Bebop.
Or probably the old 88 Turtle the old shredder with the clay pun, but nice with the towel and self.
I'd probably leave the Bebop because I think I've already got that. I've already got Bebop. I've got the one that come with a bike.
Yeah. I would have probably left the Rocksteady because he's missing quite a few bits off him. That's probably one of them.
Well, I mean, between Rocksteady and Bebop would probably be the ones I would leave behind, but
yeah,
just to try and make it, because the other stuff that they had in the box was more like the knockoff Lego figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pound shop they had quite a ton of them, so I was like,
do I
pick up them up or do I pick them up? So I just picked them up just to make it. They'll probably get donated to the paddle one anyway.
There you go, Baz.
Is that your two?
The worst one, I ordered 2 of these little figures, but hey, at least I got one loose, and I really wanted that one. So that's my. There you go.
It's only in the monkey guy that you got there. He is a good figure, like.
Yeah.
That's why that's why I picked him up. Because as you say, you don't get many. If you go with like the original story for the Monkey King, you don't really get much like figures for him.
Even for the original Monkey Magic TV series, which is on Netflix, the original, you don't get much merchandise for that as well. Shabs. Hello, Shabs. Hello, Brian. Hello. Brian, I apologise again for next Tuesday night, sir. I'm sorry again, sir.
The modern versions of the Bikers. Yes.
They are done by a new company called Metallico or Metallito. And they are a set at about $120. You do get all 3 carded and in a full box set only. Hello, Mr. Rum.
I got my t-shirts from Topshop. A little tight, but I like it. What's this?
Once again, for all the new people in the chat, while Cabaz is chatting,
shop corner. Oh shit! I think I mentioned Shabby.
Yeah. Shab. While you're on the subject, Shabby is on my channel on Sunday night for a special Sunday night live chat. Also, I've been confirmed. Monday night is now confirmed. I'll be doing that 10 o'clock to 11 p.m. So these are another American guest across the pond on Monday night as well. I am going to apologise right now to Connor, Brian Action Figures, because I know he does a ton Tuesday night toy chat live. But since it's my 3-year anniversary, I want to do a 4-night special. Tuesday night, I am doing another Tuesday night toy chat live with another special guest that's never appeared before. He is quite a big collector in the fandom and collector, and he's from the UK. So there you go. And then I'll be doing another special live on Wednesday to do my 1,000 subs. Say thank you with a 3-year anniversary to YouTube special. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
So that's all coming up. I do apologise for Connor for Battle of the Tuesdays, but Battle of Tuesdays will happen once and only. There you go. So, and hello to Shabby, Brian, and anyone else we missed? Sorry, Fry Lizard.
Oh,
Monkey.
Yes, Mr. Lizard's here.
Yes, Monkey. Fry Lizards of the world. Wait.
I don't think it's delicious. I think it's. I'm sure he says it was num num. Yeah, what's the?
Slicers is there.
No, it was Pilly. Pilly says hi.
Peely Peely.
Pilly yum yum.
Peely yum yum. I did see Slicers in there as well. I think that. Hello to welcome to the Thursday night chat. All you got coming up at the moment in the night. A tiny bit. You've got Power Rangers Dino Thunder versus the 88 version of Voltron.
Oh shit! What was this?
Ian?
The first T-shirt will be donated to USDSR for a giveaway. Watch this. Oh, nice eye. Oh, Ian missed all the glory. You'll need to watch your back.
I say 27 foot for all the toys. There you go. So, thanks for joining us again Thursday night, but there you go.
All that stuff you got, you probably could fit on a 6-foot table.
Well, talking about tables, Baz, just for exclusively for you, on the 16th of April, which is 3 weekends' time, I will be attending the NEC Toy Fair.
Ooh, nice.
But the only bad news is I've only got a 12-foot table. I'm sorry.
But you'll still be able to get a load of stuff on a 12-foot table, though.
Yeah. Once again, it's 3 weekends, Birmingham NEC Toy Fair. The week before, I'll be doing a few specials the week before, helping a few other guys out in the live streams, hopefully, and bits. So stay tuned for all the goodness and bits and pieces. So there you go. So there you go. Yes, just in case you did miss it, I am doing a 4-night special over on my channel, daveworldtoys, to celebrate 3 years on YouTube and 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
So Sunday night I have a US collector on, named Shabby Geek. Monday I have another USA collector on, and that's 10 to 11 on Monday. Tuesday you've got 9 till 10 with a mega toy collector on my channel that's never appeared before on, I don't think, many people's channels before. And that's Tuesday. And then Wednesday will be a Tuesday night war and a Wednesday night war zone with 2 other YouTubers. But there you go.
Si's going to the NEC in October.
I should be there, NEC October site at the stall. Once again, I'll probably just stick to my 12-foot table. There you go. I will be hopefully.
And then we have our other American friend, Eltinda.
If you want to know, Bass, guess what?
I bet your other American friend is Eltinda.
It is, exactly. So if you want to see Eltenda's and me talking about Eltende and what he goes through and what he collects in more depth and a few other bits and pieces, join us on Monday night on 10th.
Thing about it, we need to. We've not had them on for a while. We need to get him back on, but I know his time difference is like
6 hours now.
It's 6 hours.
Yeah. So technically, you have Shabby Gig on Sunday night, 9 till 10 p.m. on my channel. Monday night, you have Eltende doing 10 to 11 p.m. or 4 till 5 for him. Tuesday, you got 9 to 10 UK guy, Mega Collector, Cy Bryant, and then you got Wednesday, starting around about the 8 p.m., which is about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon for you Americans, for 1,000 subscriber and 3-year anniversary for me.
Nice.
You might just see Baz if he's home in time with a few other people. And a few others.
Just off the top of my head, I don't think I'm working this Wednesday.
But well, you need to wait and see till Wednesday.
But you know what the work's like. It changes.
Yeah, daily, yes. Oh, I'm just quite glad we got no bus strikes, train strike. Well, bus strikes, yes, train strikes up and down the country still. But there you go. So there you go. But no, thank you for everyone for joining us this Thursday night on Dark Liking 81. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Baz Dark Liking 81.
Yeah, trust me, you don't want to.
If you want to dislike us after, be more than welcome. We ain't get offended. We'll still be here, hopefully every week coming up. If we are missing a week or two, we'll see what happens.
The good thing about it with the kids being off is that I'm not on babysit duty, so I've got the next 2 weeks to myself for a change.
Ooh.
And I'll be after a 8-year-old try to steal my Chewbacca's again.
Well, technically, you might be watching this in the next 2 weeks, Baz, so you might be, there you go. So, but he's a young Padawan. He's a young Padawan. There you go.
I need to actually have a look in the Star Wars box, because I'm sure I've got one of the 6-inch Chewbacca's, you know, the cheap versions.
Stick that in the spot and tag yours up. Tags that one. He's like, there you go.
I might just give him that one just to keep him happy.
Other than that, Chewie gets walkies. The Chewie's got like toy soldiers or toy vibe, small soldiers vibe in his house, where things just go walkies.
It's his birthday in 2 weeks as well, so he's giving me a list of stuff that he's wanting. And to be honest with the majority, at the top of the list is He-Man, and he's wanting Pokemon cards.
Perfect.
He's went absolutely mental on He-Man, and I don't know what it is.
You?
I don't think it's just me. I think he's been watching all the cartoons, the original one, the 2000X, the Revelations that he shouldn't really be watching.
Yeah.
He does like he likes the CGI one.
Yeah.
Because he's wanting what was it? Asked me. He's asked me for Trapjaw. He's asked me for many faces.
Yeah.
He's asked for the Sorceress and the Skeletor. And boy doesn't want a lot.
Well, Baz, talking about TV series and that sort of stuff, I completely forgot I had this. I thought it's a bit weird because you picked up a figure a couple of weeks ago, and it's like everyone's talking about the toys where Hasbro have done them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's this weekend the movie comes out, if I'm correct, though, or very soon.
Right, you've got me confused now. I'm trying to think.
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's a complete set or complete box set of the heroes and that sort of stuff from Dungeons and Dragons with a special sleeve. You get all 4 volumes on the side. A Barbarian for Series 1 or Volume.
It's kind of actually weird because
Volume 1 is that one.
I talked to a lot of folk at work about this, and a lot of folk didn't realise there was an 80s cartoon on Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. The Sorceress and Bits. And you got the little guy in the yoga.
Because I believe there's a scene in this new movie that kind of has a montage to come in the 80s. That's
when, Baz, remember when Jetix was around in the 90s? Jetix and Fox Kids did the DVD set. I thought
because I was looking up on Amazon. Amazon's selling it for $14.99 for the box set.
Which one?
I don't know if it's the same one as that. It's the 80s cartoon.
Yeah, it's the 80s one.
They want $14.99 for the full set.
Yeah, it's Jetix and Fox Kids, and I thought, is that the same one? There you go. I was basically in that my Monday was like one day of hell I hate, but there you go. I just do a gas survey on a Monday, and basically,
cartoons in that. I did hear, I don't know if it's true or no, but seemingly the Toxic Crusaders are going to be making a return to the TV as well.
Well, to be perfectly honest, there's a lot of bits and pieces, like you mentioned, Biker Mice from Mars. The new Metallico figures are coming out, which are $120 for the set of 3.
How much they want that 30-30 for the free zeros then.
Yeah.
And there's not nothing up about prices yet. It's only like promo shots, but I really want that.
Yeah. Well, talking about that, Baz, when we checked it, they also done a 1/6 scale of Maverick action figure toy.
I was seeing that as well.
So technically, they've done the planes, they've done Transformers, and now they've done a 1/6 Maverick Tom Cruise lookalike figure of 1/6.
Well, I don't think they're calling it 30-30. I think his name's Marshall for that Bravestar thing. I don't know if they've got the actual license to because I'm sure the Centurions. I'm sure the Centurions were crying something else as well.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's the same company that done the Centurions that are doing the Bravestar figures.
Probably, I suppose they are amazing figures, but sometimes it's just like the 200-300 price packet, 100, 250 to 250 puts you off. But they are, you get a full set of the 3 figures. I think it was the same with the Bravestar. You get all 3. So far, we've seen 3 images of the outburst of them. But at least we're getting figures of them and bits, so
why?
We can't complain. But there you go.
It would have been nice, especially for like Bravestars. I mean, I know we've talked about certain toy lines that we had as a kid that we wish there was a remake of them.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised because they've done He-Man, they've done Thundercats. I'm quite surprised. I know with the mark, it's like a great, it's a hit and a miss in here, but you think like Bravestar, they would have done an up-to-date version of Bravestar before now kind of thing.
It depends if the big boys want the license. If they licenses come up, agreement come up, is the problem.
Because I loved Bravestar as a kid, man. I thought Bravestar was awesome.
Yeah.
They were from He-Man and Thundercats and Mask and all that stuff.
Okay, just before we go on to the Versus section or the 10-minute show-off section, once again, if you're in the San Francisco area, the weekend just gone, they had like another weekend of show and tell toys. And basically, the wrestling universe was there with Mattel. They showed off a few more figures and bits and pieces coming out, the 4th figure sets of Gobbledygooker and that sort of stuff. So, Baz, the question is, they showed off the next Mattel backer for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the earlier chat, the Monday Night Warzone was Monday Night War versus WCW Nitro.
Mm-hmm.
They have now decided, Mattel, for the backers, I'll tell you the price in a bit, but it's the entrance stage for the Monday night. The original Monday night stage, we all lit it, 4 lights and, 3 or 4, 20, 30 theme songs, lights, cameras, WCW signs left and right, full scale.
Mm-hmm.
The first 5,000 backers, you get the Rey Mysterio. If you do it by the 7th of April, which is a week's time, you get included the Hulk Hogan.
Right.
If you went up to 7,000 backers, you get the Diamond Dallas Page, Ultimate. You went up to 10,000, you get a Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. If you get to the 12,000 backers, you get their exclusive Ultimate Warrior when he was in jeans, a t-shirt, and his big Coke.
All right.
So that's the 12,000. So technically, it is like 3 foot wide by 2 foot tall, full entrance, full scale bits and pieces. Roughly, if you don't know, do you want to take a guess of how much they Mattel want for it as a backer?
I would say they probably want about $400-500.
400 smackaroons.
I was gonna say about 600 quid, but it's like that's a bit too
It's
much.
about it's about 600 the time you convert it, but yeah, it's $400. But it does have all the lights, the sounds, the entrance, the extension wrap. It's quite a good play set. Question is, where would you put it if you did collect WCW? But it is a nod to the Monday Night Warzone, that sort of stuff. They did show off like the new Cody, other wrestling figures leading up to this WrestleMania. But there you go.
Was there nothing mentioned about the new? Because I can't remember I seen. I can't remember if it was Twitter or it was Instagram or Facebook, but somebody put up that they were doing another wave of the crossover, the wrestler / from He-Man style ones. I don't know if that's
The
true.
WWE Universe, I don't know, but possible. I think they went up to series 8 or 9.
There was something else I actually seen. I'm sure it was Twitter. It was either Twitter or Instagram, but they were talking about the Turtle book, that Rad.
Yes.
Somebody was actually putting up that there could have been a Star Wars / Turtle crossover line, but it didn't get made.
Technically, Baz, I think at one stage they were going through everything, and they did Star Trek. So technically, yes, they could have done in bits and pieces, but back in the day, when at the end of from a certain line, Baz, when the Turtles were dying out, they were just literally making everything turtle-wise into anything they could get their hands on, any series, anything dinosaurs, Star Trek, the Mummies series come out, the whole kit and caboodle.
But like the question is that if they did do that, do you think, with you being a Star Wars collector, do you think you would buy the Turtle figures? Do you think they would have sold though? In fair enough, the drawings that they did, the Raph Chewbacca looked quite cool.
Intro.
The Princess Leia from April O'Neil looked kind of weird because it was basically like this. It was basically the slave Leia style,
yeah,
but with head on it.
Yeah,
and then every
it would have been interesting.
When you done Luke, Han, and all that as turtles, they all come with a droid. That was basically the droid was like the color of the original turtle. Was the turtle, so you got purple, red, but each one come with like a little R2D2 that was like a counterpart to the actual turtle figures. That I thought was cool. I've been thinking about it for the last couple of days. It's like, would you have actually bought them when they come out?
For me, very hard if they did come out, because technically, when you think about it, the Star Trek was done by Playmates, and Playmates had the license at the time for Turtles. And that the problem is, when it was Kenner and only Kenner produced the toys, it would have been very hard. But
that's what I was
honest, I probably said the concept art back then would have been cool. If they released them now, then I'd probably still walk away, unless it's Playmates that may have done them. I might probably still get them.
I don't think. I think it was a
drawing or prototype. Yeah,
they'd done it, but I never. I think it was probably near the end of the turtle line, and you know yourself, when once near the end comes, they brought so much characters out that you couldn't really pick them all up. And now, 10, 20 years later, you find out about some of them, and you look at the prices, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Well, Bazatron 2000, Baz, Dark Lycan 81. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to put your best toys and that sort of stuff in the chat. Well, it's coming up to the hour, so technically, Baz, this is now the last 20 minutes or the last half hour of the show. We were going to call it, I don't know if we call it verses or two toy lines that mean so much to us personally, or what. We haven't worked the final wording description out, but it started a couple of weeks ago.
It was just
show and tell.
It's like when we done the first one, it's like you were talking about the committees, and it's like I just happened to come across the ones I had, and I was going to show them off, and then I ended up finding
picking up
other. You try to find, as we say, we need to still try to work this segment kind of out,
But every week we're going to try. Every time me and Baz are on by ourselves, we're going to try and do a 5-10 minute show and tell of our personal collections, which we're trying. It's like a versus, but not versus section. Like last one was both card games. This one again is like very similar. You got the figures, the Megazords, the robots, but two different genres and eras, that sort of stuff.
the reason, man, I like this series. This is why I've picked it, man. I kind of went all near enough all out on this. I'm still missing a few bits, but all the Power Ranger stuff, when I kind of got back into it, this was the series that I kind of went a little bit overboard.
Yeah.
And I basically tried to pick up everything I possibly could. I'm still missing a ton of stuff because they've done a lot of stuff to this one.
But News Buzz, the series you're on about, is basically, because it was over a 2-year Bandai series, there's a load of repaints, reissues to stuff that never came out. They did like 45, 50, 60 figures. It was quite a big-ish series to collect.
Well,
so technically, before you carry on, Baz, just in the chat, do you want to see Voltron or Power Rangers first? So the first person that's put up in the chat, Voltron or Power Rangers, one of us will go first. So there you go.
If you think about it, man, the series I'm going to show off, there was actually 10 Rangers in it altogether. This was the first time we had more than 6 Rangers.
Yeah.
Because majority of the Rangers teams, there was at least 6 was max. This was like the biggest one.
Yeah.
Well, G-Force was first, so he wants to see Voltron.
Voltron then, eh? Mr. GJ? Okay. Voltron it is.
And then Jonathan's behind him with Voltron.
Sweet. Technically, I have 2 seasons of Voltron. Hello, Gap After Dark. Good evening. Welcome to the Versus section. Technically, Voltron started in 1988 with a cartoon series called Defenders of the Universe. It was a cartoon based with 5 kids and that sort of stuff, looking after big lion robots. But the anything different with this one, the Black Ranger or the Black Lion was the leader, not the red one. If you were talking about the artwork and that sort of stuff, Defenders of the Universe, you've got the CDs from the actual series itself. You also had the Voltron artwork from the tape decks and that, with the Castle of Lions back in the day. Now, technically, it was Mattel back in the day that actually made the first Voltron toys. If you want to go one step further, the only time Voltron, the 2 robots, Voltron V1 and V3, appeared in the same movie is the Fleet of Doom crossover movie. So you got Voltron 1 and V3 in both. It's the only time they appeared both at the same time. Just in case you wanted to get into this a bit more, they do a Voltron convention called VoltCon. Am I still there, Baz?
You're still there.
Sweet. But yes, there's a Voltron convention called VoltCon in America, and it happens in Indianapolis, in Indiana. They are on Facebook, YouTube, and I did appear to the first one. So that was their Voltron Con Shake-Up program with and they do have a Voltron store that ships around the world with a few of the old Voltron lanyards, that sort of stuff. So technically, you're probably here just to see the robots and figures. Once again, they did a plethora of the figures and bad guys. You have, I can't remember the names, I'm sorry, but Voltron from the 88. But you got the main bad guy, I think, which are like the 5 points of articulation from the 88 series. You have the Worst Witch and his cat.
Oh, Jesus, that's...
Bit. You have your frog character, or like another,
See, he's the one you always kind of remember for Voltron. When you can't,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to make a mistake that was something else.
And then you've got the foot soldiers, I call them. I just like them. That sort of stuff. You know, you got your 5.5-inch figures. Like there's Baz's favourite one, I think, the cat lady.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, that figure.
And then some of the old logos, that sort of stuff. Yes. Once again, Baz, they did do a 18-inch, 19-inch Voltron Lion robot, which you can collapse down and beat down. That is the original 88 version.
Is that the ones with the fist fire out, Dave?
This one is all the plastic one and that sort of stuff, and I've got all the little weapons. It is 100% complete. The extra yellow head bit is actually in one of the arms, but all the figures, the accessories, the whole lot is actually, and they all transform into the old Voltron Defense of the Earth.
The only reason I was asking if it was a fist one, because that's the one I remember having when I was a kid. It was.
This is virtually like a Bandai version, or the Mattel. I can't remember which version this is, but I know a few companies did them. Bandai now did them, and a few bits, but Mattel did them as well. I know the fish firing one, Baz. This is not that one. I have got that one, but it's not that one. That's the more desirable.
Figures as well, Dave. The only reason I'm asking is it looks like I can see cockpits on the.
For example, you can take the line off. Oh.
Just be very careful. You're on live.
There's that side, so all the complete into lions and Baz. There's all the accessories and weapons. I've never took it out fully. It's the first time it's been transformed. Yeah, so yes, you can actually put the figures actually in the lions himself.
All right.
And that sort of stuff. So it is quite a. They do fetch a pretty penny. These ones, that sort of stuff, back in the day. And I still have the original box and that sort of stuff. But I just thought I'd take him out just to show you guys. And basically, there's that one. But they all transform into lions and that sort of stuff. But then Nickelodeon and Netflix did it in 2018. The revamp and re-cartoon. It is on Netflix right now. Now, technically, that's then the newer version of it, the small version. That's a full bendable figure of the actual toy and bits. They also
have done they did do the human characters as well, but they were very hard to come by.
They also do pops and other bits as well, but technically it is done by Playmates or Baz, our favourite Spanish company, that Gus Perez. He also did the company, but that's one of the bad guys from the series, which is the only bad guy they did. They also did the small robot, sword, fist, and then the lions himself. Second wave, they did do all the 5 human characters, that sort of stuff. But then to revamp the series, once again, there's your big lion from the series. And once again, they all transform, disembowel, that sort of stuff.
See, the thing that I liked about that is when you actually attach.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it actually tells you.
Yeah.
Who's attaching where and when.
Yeah. Well, I said the new head sculpt, that sort of stuff. This is like a 20-inch, like big robot, that sort of stuff. Just in case, Baz, you did want that series, but the original as well. There's the original as well. So they reissued the same lion from the original to now. I will show you the one in a second again, with his sword, sealed, everything else. So from 18. So once again, you know, you got fully articulated arms, legs, robots, everything you can think of, just in case. 1988 versus 2008 or something, 10.
Just shows you the difference over the years, what
Yeah.
it first looked like and then what it looks like now.
Yeah. So I do like the big one. Once again, it's always lights compatible, that sort of sounds. I haven't switched it on just in case for copyright sins and bits and pieces. You do come with a later stand to put your sword on. They all transform into individual lines as well. Again, amazing little toy line. If you want to see more of the Voltron lions, there is another 2 more series of Voltron. Voltron Force and Voltron Go, which was space robots and dinosaurs. I do have them in the collection. I don't have them in hand, but I will. If Baz does another Power Ranger show off again for 10 minutes in the next future, I'll get the other series out so I can show you the different other.
No, was that the like the ship style ones?
I can't remember, but there's so many Voltron series. I think there's like 4 or 5 different series.
It wasn't lions, it was like vehicles that transformed into something similar to Voltron.
Yeah, I've got one that's got like black space lions and then one's dinosaurs. They're actually one of my boxes over there. I was going to get them out, but I thought if I was going to just show and tell for 10 minutes, people would either remember the 88 series, which is that style, or the Netflix cartoon, which is that style. But I said, if we're going to do another, if people want to see a Voltron 2 versus a Power Ranger again, I'll show off the rest of my Voltron series, which I've got carded, loose. I've got more pops, limited edition stuff, all sorts of stuff. So, it is. But there's my plates for my toys I absolutely loved. Yes, they are older than Power Rangers itself, but not older than Centaur.
No.
But it's one of the cartoons. They did do a few YouTubers did do Power Rangers versus Voltron on YouTube. But I do have hoodies. I said T-shirts from the first convention. It's one of the sleeper series which you can't find too much of now. But that's my nod to Voltron, Defense of the Universe.
Nice.
Thank you, Baz.
So if everybody knows me, man, I do I still love Power Rangers after all these years. So the one I went and picked, this one came out in 2015, Dave. It's Dino Charge, and the only reason I like this is because you have a caveman, you have a prince, and then you've got a knight. You had 3 weird kind of characters all found in these Dino gems. Fortunately, I know you can actually buy the original. I know you can get the Dino gems and buy them, but I have never seen them. But majority of them are. I'll just pick this one. That's the blue one. So that's basically their morphing device. And basically that's the morpher. None of these going to work because it's the cell batteries, and I don't trust the cell batteries in these, so I take them all out. So that's that's like the standard morpher. Then I have another one. So you got that, but this one was the sword that can turn into the blaster. I would always love to get the Japanese version of this, but I've never seen it in my price range. And then the Red Ranger basically managed to use his Zord that basically turned into a gun that he could actually. That was his battle armor. So basically, when he used that, he turned into this guy. So you can actually see he's got a mini morpher as well. But then you talk about bad guys. So you got, I'm sure his name was Icicle or something like that, and then you've got Puzzler, just weird. And then you have the main villain, Sledge. And this one was a bugger to find. And then you have, and then that's one of his henchmen. There's another one of his henchmen. I wish I could get the love life for Sledge, but try to find her for love and money is hanging, and then you've got his main bad guy. In here. What I'm saying is that's like the foot soldiers. But they also had one that they all combined into like a dinosaur thing. But and then they also done this version. This was like I think these roughly come at the same time as the Legacy stuff, Dave, didn't they?
Yeah. Same sculpt, same mold, same everything.
So you got these. And it's like what Dave says is that they've done repaints and all that. But the thing that doesn't get me is that there was 10 Rangers in this team. Technically, there was actually 11. But we never got the Talon Ranger, but we got his Zord that I thought was weird.
Name the dinosaur, Baz. We'll put it in the chat below. Name the dinosaur.
It's a Spinosaurus.
Just checking.
Yeah, I've got a couple of the. See, I don't have all the, but I've got a couple of the auxiliary Zords for the other Rangers. And then also done like the in scale with the bad guys kind of thing. You got the three main. You got the three main Zords. And then where's my? And then one of my favourites. Who doesn't love Shelby? So that's her in the. I ain't got the Lightning Collection version now as well. But let's talk about the Zords. So that's the main team. So there was only 3 of them at the beginning, and then gradually over the season, more and more joined them. And if you put their gems in here, it basically gives them their gimmick. And I'm destroying the place.
Gonna take somebody half hour to change it all back after?
Oh no. I mean, these are meant to go here, but I do not.
The weird gimmick of Zord building technology.
Aye, they're meant to go in here, but I'd rather them being in the. I know in the show they're actually on his back kind of thing. Yeah, your mentor basically become a Power Ranger, and this is her Zord.
One of my things, Baz, I like from the show, can you make the third Ultra Zord they did? Where you combine in red, the silver one you had, and that one combined? Can you do that one on that? Or you completely forgot to?
I don't even think I've actually combined them, Dave. I think when I've just had it, I've just had them on the shelf the way they are.
Okay.
But you can combine.
It's basically the white one, the red T-Rex, and the silver Pacquiao Zord you had earlier.
You can combine that one with the white one.
Yeah. The pterodactyl that goes on the back as a pterodactyl, that's it.
And then also done like the bikes, they just come with like standard figures. no much articulation in that on them. And then also, as well as no, they've done battle armor as well. That you dome up and then you put a
They also transformed into a T-Rex.
yeah. The way I was saying is that there was actually 10 of these, but I'm missing one of them. You got the three main ones. And then I believe he joined them next. Sorry.
Green and blue was next.
Aye, so you got
green and black. Green and black was next. Then it was gold. Then it was purple. Then it was silver. Then it was aqua. Then it was silver.
And then you got like that guy there. He was meant to be a prince that got chosen to, and then that's their mentor version. And then you don't believe, but this guy is actually Red's dad.
If you guys were wondering the differences between Baz's figures, there were cockpit ranges, some of them. Some of them were fought the civilians, some were cockpit versions and that sort of stuff.
I mean, it's because I can never fight. It's weird because I had plenty of the. When I first got these, I could never get those two in the standard versions. I had to buy them in their super mode.
Yeah, the super mode, which is basically the weapon mode. You get the weapons combined.
So you never could find everybody else, but for the original two, for the blue and for Shelby and Coda, I could never get them in their standard.
If I can remember, Baz, I think they almost did like 65 figures for that series. 70 figures, because the Red Ranger, like you see there, they did the same with no armor. They got the battleized armor. Then you had the battery armor. Then you had full spike armor. Then you had that. There's 5 Red Rangers just there. It was done over 2 years because that was like a Bandai's thing because it was Nickelodeon. But
and it's like there's where did I put Blues? So there's, like I said, there's Blues Dino Gem, but then also done other Dino Gems that meant to you can put in a gun and it's meant to give them more abilities, different stuff. But I don't have I thought actually I remember that. But as I said, I'm missing a ton of. I'm still missing a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess we will be picking up over time.
If I can remember rightly, Baz, they did 26 Dino Gems for the series. If you wanted to go up to the 40 Dino Gems were released, if you went to Korea and got their Korea counterparts, they then did the Dino Gems from the Dino Gems after the series.
Yeah.
So technically, they did almost like 40 Dino Gems, which is somewhere like ridiculous. And it's like, once again, if you know the Power Rangers saga, yes, they did release the black and gold. Yes, they did release a 24 karat gold version. Yes, they did release a hell of a lot of stuff for that season.
Well, it was the same with it's like the last Ranger to join them.
Broodwing.
His Zord, basically you could put all the Chargers.
It was almost like a Brachiosaurus Rex second Brachio.
Yeah.
And basically you put in this back thing, you put all the 10 Rangers Chargers in. The Brachio is one of the only. It doesn't. The whole series never completed up to one big mega one, but at least it was like a decent enough series. And also another gimmick they did, which Baz hasn't yet picked up or seen, or not seen. I don't know if he's seen, but with the batteries, they all come with little dinosaurs, like clear dinosaurs. They sell them as well. So you can, the dinosaurs you can buy by itself, or you can put the battery in. And then the worst thing about the series as well, which I think Baz had a crocodile, maybe. They released a lot of animals that weren't in the series, like the croc. There's 2 versions of the colour of him. They came out in a yellow or orange version as well, which was quite good.
There was a yellow. I'm sure it was I think it was yellow and orange.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, yellow and then the
I
black.
didn't like that colour, so I kind of just got that one.
Yeah.
But it's like they all combined. And good thing with this one, the only reason I bought this one was for the Spinosaurus, because even having another two Zords, they're just, you couldn't really put them on the shelf, because with these this one was more, because these ones turn into fists.
Yeah. So technically, if you took the pink and blue one off the one behind you, you could make new arms for him.
Yeah.
It was one of the Zord builder technology things that Bandai I quite liked as a gimmick as a kid. There you go.
You can basically.
Just clips on Baz like normal.
No, there's one of them you've got to flip them over.
Yeah. One's one. At least the crocodile, he's like, at least it's a two Zord crocodile, but there you go.
So you can basically film in mix and match, your film in combinations.
But then you can take the blue arm off as well and put the other crocodile head on the other side, so you can have as a kid, if you're collecting them, it's like a plethora of plastic. There you go.
It's the same, and you've got the bikes as well. You can actually attach the bikes to that, but it looks stupid.
You did try that then, Baz, didn't you?
And if you take the whole arm off, you can basically. Oh, where the fuck did that go? So basically, you could put the bike and use the bike as an arm. That I thought was like really weird the way they did it.
That's the best thing I've seen all night, Baz. Come on. So, guys in the chat, did you like the Power Ranger section by Baz or the Voltron section? Just put Voltron or Power Rangers for the next couple of minutes while we wrap up the collection or the wrap up this Thursday night live stream.
Just before we forget, because Dave was doing his Voltron, I thought I would look at, but he's already showed. But I ended up buying this bad boy. I just don't have any room to come and display them.
They are big, aren't they, Baz?
Oh man, I've had them in the virgin modes, and then I do have the small Voltron, but fortunately the spring in this arms is a weight, so it just fires it randomly.
Smash the camera, why not? We love it.
And then there's the carded version that Dave showed off. It's actually weird that they only ever did one bad guy though.
I know. Ridiculous.
And then I do have a couple of they have green and blue line as well.
Small version.
The small versions.
You don't come across them that often, do you, Baz?
No, you didn't. Man, when I started picking up the Voltron, the only one I could not get was the Black Lion.
Bigger.
I could not get it every shop that I knew that was selling them, they had plenty of reds, plenty of greens, plenty of blues, plenty of yellows. The Black Lion was like the hardest one to get.
Yeah.
And I ended up finding them on Amazon. I ended up finding them in the warehouse deals section and on Amazon. So
technically, Baz, it was a Playmates line over here, including the it was Playmates and the Spanish company Choice Press.
Because they are like Transformer combiners. See, when I was a kid, I wasn't a big Voltron person. I never got that.
The problem is, Badge, back in the day, I don't think we got many Voltron toys over here, even when the Playmate, even these Playmates lines, we never got them in the UK as much. We only had the one series, and that is it. It was crazy.
Because I've seen, I can't remember what the YouTuber's name was, but he does a lot of like the Power Ranger stuff and Sentai and all that. And he was actually showing off the human characters, and he says these took him over 1.5 years to find.
Yeah.
He says they're so rare. They weren't ever showed pictures of them, and he wasn't expecting to find them, and he happened to walk into Target one day, and they were in clearance for like $2 a piece.
Just in case you guys did want to know, but they are very rare and expensive. They did do the Shogun Warrior full version of the 2-foot Voltron, but then they also did an XL Voltron Lion series, which I think were about £200-300 a lion. They did all combine, but they're 6-inch figures, Baz, and the figures fitted into the lions themselves.
Oh, nice.
And then they all combined. It was like an XXL series, which are like
The thing I liked about that Voltron is that you got like the little ship that they all had that could actually dock into the. It would have been good if you got like the Legacy. I mean, I do have the Rangers up there. I've got yellow and red. It'd be good if it was something similar to that you could actually open them up and put a figure in. But I could understand with the way they've done the mechanism to put them together. Probably couldn't.
Technically, like Si said, they're both very similar to each other. One was a cartoon based, one was a live action. The live action changed it completely.
Got to go, guys. Stop stream. You see you. No worries, man.
So then, just before we guys finish off and we do our roundups of the evening, guys, if you can think of a toy line for next week or the week after for me and Baz to show off, if we got any of the toys from it, please put it in the chat and we'll think about what we can do for next week.
I had an idea for next week, Dave.
Go on.
I've got a card game. I know they've done figures as well. I know there was a toy line, so I'm going to have a look out for them and see. I know I have got a couple of figures from it. I think I've got at least one that I know of, but I do have some of the cards as well. And I think it come out 2005, 2006.
So technically, it's next week's Battle of the Two Card Games, toy games then?
Yeah, you could do, man. We'll speak more about it during the week kind of thing, eh?
So what's your thinking about?
I think it's correct. Is it Hendrix?
Hendrix.
I've got the 4-armed bear thing. I'm sure it's for the same series. The cards are they're not like your normal paper cards. These are like more heavy plastic.
Give me a sec.
I don't want to say too much news in case I can't think.
Is it that serious, Baz?
I think it is. Huntrix. I'm sure it is. If I remember correctly, I'm sure it is. Because I'm sure I've got the 4-armed bear thing. I'm sure he's for the same series as well.
Yeah, it is. He's done by Chaz Perez. So technically, Baz, you're going to do the Huntrix series. I'm going to do Duel Masters.
Good combination.
Same sort of figure line, same series again. So either next week or the week after, it all depends when we're going to do it again. But so Baz will be doing that series, Huntrix, which includes a bear and a load of big teddy bits and pieces. But there's that series for Baz's. And then I'll be doing Duel Master. I don't have many, but I have quite a few. So people always ask when I show it off, they always ask what the bleep it is. So next week or the week after, you'll find out what Duel Masters is all about. So Duel Masters versus Huntrix is the couple of weeks.
I don't hear a lot of folk talking about Duel Masters these days. It's mostly like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something.
It came out at roughly the same time as Yu-Gi-Oh! But Yu-Gi-Oh! Took off like a skyrocket. Duel Masters went 3 or 4 seasons, but then Both did toys. I was going to think of Yu-Gi-Oh, but technically, I'm going to do Duel Masters instead. But I will get my Hundrix toy collection out just in case Baz misses anything. I will show. Because I've got a few other figures and bits and pieces from Hundrix.
It's like what we're saying with this segment before we head off and do what we need to do. As you say, we're just kind of like showing parts of our collection off.
Yeah.
And that was one thing I kind of Home Bargains was selling them quite cheaply, so I ended up just picking up quite a few. Yeah, so it's just to see what they were all about, kind of thing.
Yeah. I say it's just a bit of fun for me and Baz to keep people interested for the last 20 minutes, half hour of the show, showing two collections we absolutely both love. It's not like a battle game. It's not like
Ian suggested one for us at some point, obscure 90s toys. But I need to have a look to see what kind of weird toy lines I've actually got.
Do you want Samurai Pizza Cat or Shogun Warriors or Ronin Warriors?
Samurai. I love the Samurai fucking toys, man. They were the most weirdest things ever, but they were the best. They were good for customizing. That's what they were kind of designed for, was to customize. So I remember having a Crow and end up putting the wings on Speedy Guns. No, what was his name? Was it Speedy? What was the main guy's name again? The red? Was it Speedy?
The white cat. The white cat.
The white cat. Was it Speedy something?
Yeah.
I used to put the wings off the Crow onto fucking him.
But yes. Yeah, we'll think about that. So yes, any more things, Ian? But if you want to come on that week, Ian, as well, show your 90s goodness off, be more than welcome to do a triple threat. So just before we go, guys, just in case you have missed it, this Sunday on my Sunday night toy chat, I have Shabby Geek. On Monday, I have El Tende. Tuesday, I am doing another special live stream, all leading up to Wednesday, which is the 5th of April, because I am 3 years to YouTube to celebrate my 1,000 subscriber as well, with 1,000 subscribers plus. There's a few other bits on Wednesday that might be happening. I'm still working on that day. Other than that, I've still got 2 videos per coming out every day. Tomorrow, I've got Biker Mice from Mars Complete Collection. And I can't remember what else I've got. But some of the toys I've shown off tonight will be coming out over the next week on my channel, just in case you missed it.
Nice.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Baz's channel and to mine. Don't forget to share the videos. Help us, Baz, will be growing on a Thursday night. Ian, we'll think about that. We've got next couple of weeks we'll get sorted. Guys, if you do like it, enjoy yourself. Easter is next weekend. Don't forget that. Just in case you are going out the weekend, Liverpool Comic Con is on this weekend in Liverpool. So that's that. I don't know if there's any. I think there's a few more little Comic Cons down London way or something, but check all Facebook and bits and pieces for good things. But no, thank you everyone for Thursday night live stream. Thanks again. Baz, thanks again. Lead us out, dude, and thank you again, sir.
Catch you later.